gastro business. And also we hired an American chef and gave him 10%. So I had 45%, the American chef had around 10%, and the other company, the kombucha company, had 45%.
Mm-hmm.
And the business worked well because I had no fixed cost. I didn't have to pay any rent. I can just run the business. And we served over 40 customers within the first month. And I was responsible for, like, sales, marketing, doing the brand building and everything. Also
Mm-hmm.
responsible for actually I was also responsible for workforce over here, because I was planning when will the chef come, when will the
Mm-hmm.
sous chef come, and all those things.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, the kombucha manufacturer had a different, vision.
Mm-hmm.
There were also a lot of eco issues and ego clashes that happened between the people working for the kombucha company versus people that I was recruiting for my gastro business.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, we have now decided to, like, part ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I am also looking to join the labor market again.
Do you also mention about the ego issues?
Not always. It depends. I have mentioned it sometimes. I have mentioned it to startups because startups understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But when I interview with bigger companies, I always say that I don't use the word ego. I say that the kombucha manufacturer wanted to focus on the kombucha product and had a different vision of,
Mm-hmm.
instead of helping the gastro business flourish, they wanted to make sure their product goes into supermarkets, which is also
Mm-hmm.
true. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there are many truths, right? It's also true.
Yeah.
The ego clash was a big aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's very funny because when I actually explain, it sounds very petty, but one of the reasons were that the kombucha manufacturer employees were, like, smoking outside the restaurant a lot and throwing the
Mm.
butts in front of the restaurant, and as because I think they were used to treating that place as like a manufacturing place.
Okay.
But once you open a restaurant there, you have
Mm-hmm.
to keep it clean. You have to keep the atmosphere, welcoming. No one would want to go and eat in a place where there are, like, cigarette butts outside and it
Mm-hmm.
smells weird, right? So
Yeah.
this was one of the reasons. But when I explain it in this detail, it sounds a
Mm-hmm.
bit, it sounds a bit weird. I think it breaks the flow when it's, sort of, I don't know. Like, as a HR person, what would you want to hear? And
So you don't have to tell me ki, the kombucha person had wanted to focus on the kombucha thingy and you wanted to do something else, or we had this issue or this understanding problem. Just tell me what just tell me what your company was, what your part was in the company. It can be, like you said, like business development or the prototype of your web3 product, etc, etc. You can tell me these things that you did, and then the reason this was not successful is, yeah, you guys just had a different vision.